What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the giant tortoise that we saw during the live stream reveal for Genesis. Now, if you guys didn't see, I actually uploaded two other videos on the other two dinos which were also shown, known as the Shapeshifter and also the Magma Drake. They're very cool dinos. I highly recommend that you guys go check them out. Link down below in the description, and also you could probably click right on the top right hand corner of the screen. But now it's time for the giant tortoise to get its spotlight, and I'm not going to lie, this thing has so many people hyped, including myself, and I cannot wait to see this. Now, for any of you who didn't actually tune into the stream, or maybe you missed this part, I'm actually going to replay the part where they spoke about the giant tortoise, and then after that we'll go into a little bit more detail about the tortoise. If you guys did watch the stream though, you guys can skip to the time that's on screen right now to hear me talk a little bit about my ideas with this tortoise.
Especially because of the size of this thing. This thing is big. So you have to have enough space to where you can really allow this thing to live and play comfortably. Zane, what are some? I mean, we obviously know that you can build on its back because I can see that.
Well, I saw some people concerned that this was like a Titanosaur type tame where it was like temporary tame, but that's not the case.
No, he is a permanent tame, and he's essentially your mobile base in water. He's your submergible raft, really.
Oh man.
But he also grows, like his shell is a fertile ground. So he'll grow some rare resources so that over time you can just have those resources there available for you, so it's not as hard to find. But really, he's just a great mobile base. And then once you're underwater, his shell, with all that vegetation, has an oxygen bubble. So you don't have to worry about having a scuba tank or wearing, scuba armor and dealing with all these water dinos that are too strong, or having to have a tech suit. Like, just hanging out near your turtle will be more than enough for you, and you'll be able to be fine. And we're also taking into consideration we're making sure there's systems that you're not going to leave people behind too. We'll have some ways to grab people if you're going underwater and bring them on the turtle, bring them with you.
So right there, they gave us a great deal of information. Now, of course, the first thing that they talked about is that this thing is massive. From the pictures, honestly, I think that we can pretty closely relate this to a Quetzal. It realistically seems like an underwater Quetzal, which does exactly what a Quetzal does, but it has more features that are actually pretty cool. So another thing that they said is that you can build something on its back. They also described it as a portable base, which is very cool. So pretty much you could just have an underwater base. I think they also described it as an underwater raft. So pretty much it's just whatever you can do on a raft. It can just go around, swim underwater, and do the same exact thing. Now, one thing is though, is that I'm a PvP player. On rafts, you can actually place generator, you can also place turrets down, but on platform dinos, you're not able to do that. So I'm very concerned with what that might mean for the turtle. Obviously, it does not look like it's a platform dino, but they say you can build on its back. They also say it's like a mobile base, and they also say it's like a mobile raft. Now, that's the only difference between a base and a raft, is that one you can have turrets on, and a platform dino you can't have turrets on. So I'm really concerned with what they're going to do here, and I really have a lot of questions. It does seem interesting, but I also have a feeling that they probably will not allow turrets to be placed on there because it is a dino, but we're still wondering if it is a platform saddle or not though. They also talked about how this thing grows resources on its back. Now, from the video and from the screenshots, you guys can kind of see it sort of has just normal berry bushes growing off of its back. I wonder what other cool resources they might have spawning on it. That'd be pretty cool if they had metal or actually really cool different resources that we've never seen before spawning on its back. That obviously would be the coolest scenario possible, but I'm not sure. And then they also said that the shell has an oxygen bubble, but they specifically said with all the vegetation. So I'm kind of curious if maybe you pick up one of the bushes that are on its back or harvest some of the resources, what if it gives less oxygen or something like that? That does seem like definitely something that could possibly happen, but like I said, I'm really curious as to what's going to happen with this whole air bubble thing that's on its back. Like, what if I use the turtle and then go into somebody's squid or go into somebody's mosasaur? Is it going to act like an oxygen bubble and then just completely kill the mosasaur or something that can't breathe out of water? They also said specifically that being near your turtle will give you oxygen. So maybe even just being around the turtle will also give you oxygen, or maybe it's just on its shell. We're gonna have to wait to see for those specifics, but the last thing that they also said that was very interesting is they're looking for an automatic feature to actually bring people with you. So obviously, like a pterodon, you can pick people to bring people with you, but they said this is going to be automatic. So I'm really curious as to how this is going to play out during PvP. Is it automatically going to grab people? Are you going to be able to grab enemies with this? What is going to happen? And even if you grab enemies with it, is it going to go in its mouth? Is it going to go in its shell? I really am so curious about this tame. Honestly, this thing sounds really sick, and it's probably going to be absolutely meta changing, especially for water dinos. The only problem is though, is that it is a water dino, and who really goes in the water in Ark? They did say in the beginning though, you need a map where this can actually be used at, where there's a lot of water and stuff like that. But if you think about it, the center has a ton of water. Ragnarok also has a ton of water, but they didn't release it on those maps. So I'm really hoping that on this map, they will actually make the water valuable and make people want to use the water or go into the water a lot, and maybe even encourage water bases, because that would be really sick and definitely game changing. Anyway boys, that's all the information we got for the brand new gigantic turtle, or Taurus, whatever you want to specify it as. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button for some more Genesis and also PvP Ark content. Anyway, I'm super excited for this brand new DLC. Can't wait for December. It can't come any quicker. Anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.